Hello, Scorpio, and welcome. I'm Adriana. I'm a soul guidance coach who helps sensitive, self reflective souls choose growth and transformation. I have an intuitive message for you today about your spiritual journey, and I wanted to do something a little special for you for the new moon. So I'm going to do some extra cards at the end. So let's look at your inner world and your outer world. We're going to draw the cards left to right. Five of Swords, the Lord. Six of Cups, into the Lord. Interesting. And King of Pentacles on the outside. So Scorpio, we've got this red, green, red, green, red, green colors going on. I'm a little distracted. So if I didn't say this before, we're looking at your inside world, and then these two cards on the outside are the outer world, and we'll be looking at the interaction between the two. And we have a lot of father figures going on. King of Pentacles, the Lord. So the theme of the masculine archetype. Okay, my guides are saying to start on the outside. So we're going to start there. Okay, Scorpio. What's coming through is distrust and abundance. Whether you feel that with yourself or you're observing that with other people and you're kind of picking it up from them, there's definitely that energy going on in your world right now. That either it's an energy within you or an energy somewhere that is not trusting their abundance. You know, some of this is also an inability or an unwillingness to really take responsibility, to step up into being this King of Pentacles provider role. We have kind of similar colors. This is a tarnished green, and I know this is brown, but it's kind of red. It's not as rich and earthy as our king here. So it's kind of like shirking duties. And there's definitely a sense of chaos in this, but there's also a knowingness. There's something in this energy where the person is at conflict with themselves anyway. You know, they're maybe not wanting to step up into the responsibility of whatever it is that they need to be owning, but at the same time, part of them does want to do it. There's something going on that's pushing and pulling on them. Okay, I want to leave that for a second and go into this. Oops, don't get out of order. All right, we've got the Lord and the Six of Cups. Right away, I'm getting the words at peace, that we want this Six of Cups is talking about becoming at peace. So are we talking about the memories of... Okay. So there's something in the psyche from your inner child or from your memories from childhood that has not been able to touch the father or the masculine energy archetype in a way that it has been healing. Let me put that in a different way. There's an aspect within you of the way your father was or the father figure was in childhood that you've been unable to really heal completely or forgive completely or understand completely. The Lord has this kind of boxy energy around him and an imperviousness, like you can't get through his armor into his soft core. Kind of, you know, it's funny because Scorpion, you have, as a scorpion, the animal, it has the armor on the outside, but the soft body on the inside. So this is why it's not outside of you, it's inside of you. It's a part of that father that you've internalized, the way that he has been or the way that he is or was. And the Six of Cups is seeking a reconciliation with that energy. I know that there's not too much water on this card, but it wants to touch that masculine energy or that within you so that it can understand it and completely completely heal and transform it. It's seeking balance with it, it's seeking a dialogue, and it's seeking harmony. Most of all, it's really seeking resolution. It wants to be at peace. So the way that you have internalized your father figure, or something about your father figure that has always remained unresolved. The thing is, I know that there's parts of the father figure that you've been able to overcome, that you've been able to be okay with and forgive. This is just one part that almost has been locked away in a secret tower. Like it's getting kind of Rapunzel-esque now, that this aspect of your father has been locked away in a tower deep inside of you that you're not willing to touch or let anyone touch or let yourself even shift. But this week, I do feel like this is what's happening, that you are allowing this to finally touch. You're finally opening the door and allowing the air and the water to flood in. And it's more air, isn't it? You know, even though this is a Cups card, he's looking through a window. And I didn't catch that before. These are all male figures. Every single card has a male figure. Okay. So it's more airing it out, that you finally bring it out into the open and you say, okay, now what do I want to do with you? Now, how do I want to reconcile you? How do I want to embrace you? So you really, it's funny we didn't get the Four of Pentacles, because you're really kind of unlocking what has been locked away. And what precipitates this is this conflict with this male energy in the outside. I don't think I said that before, that we've got some kind of male energy going on here, but it's male in this energy for you, Scorpio. And all this green is talking to me, and even this one has green. We're talking about healing this from the top to the bottom, bottom to the top. That's fascinating too. We've got the two greens that are on the bottom, kind of like robes or skirts. That's probably not very reverent. But then these are wearing cloaks on the top. So it's really from the top to the bottom, we're redoing this meaning you. Okay, so I want to ask if I've given you enough information to process, or if they want to give you more. Okay, go back to the Five of Swords. Whoever is having this conflict in your outer world is also having a conflict with their inner father, with their internalized father. And the reason why it's showing up in your environment is also to act as a mirror for you, so that you can go inside and be at peace with that. Because when you're not at peace with that, both of you are losing something. This figure back here, you're both losing something in the exchange, not connecting as deeply as you could, not healing as completely as you could for both of you, not moving forward as strongly as you could. So these two different internalized father issues are actually butting up against each other because they're unresolved in both of you. So, you don't need to necessarily tell the other person what's going on. This awareness is for you to help you resolve what's going on inside and with you. All right, so let's look at your extra cards. So we're looking at what you're releasing versus what you're embracing for the new moon. And thank goodness you're releasing some stress. We're releasing some anxiety. Scorpio, I believe you've been picking up more than you'd perhaps like to let on. You've been picking up more of the energy around you, the general malaise, possibly to people in your immediate environment, but I feel like it's more. There's a global feeling with this 9 for me right now. So what you would be embracing is the opposite, peace. Being completely at peace with everything that's happening in the way that it's happening, in the imperfect, perfect way that it's happening, or the perfectly imperfect or imperfectly perfect. Even though it's broken, even though it seems to be dysfunctional, it's still unfolding in a perfect way. And this Nine of Swords is asking you to really allow yourself to let go of the worry and the anxiety and focus more of your attention on being at peace. And I feel like when we shift out of the new moon, you will be much more at peace with the situation in front of you. All right, Scorpio, thank you so much for joining me and sharing your time and energy. I am still offering intuitive readings as well as soul guidance coaching if you're ready for that deep dive. Either way, I'd love you to check out my website, soulguidancewithadriana.com. I just uploaded some new photos that I took myself, so no stock images for me. And I will look forward to seeing you right here next time. Have a good one.